I'm Dr. Scott Saunders from naturaleDoctor.com, here to talk to you about sodium. We often hear about sodium, how we should avoid sodium because it's really bad for us. But actually, our kidneys maintain a level of sodium in our blood. Well, the sodium is very important. We can't live without sodium. In fact, people who used to work outside when they would be working on the railroad, for example, in the early part of this century and in the late part of the last century, they actually had salt pills, and they had to take their salt pills every day, and that was one of their requirements. The reason for that is because they would sweat so much, they'd lose a lot of salt, and the sodium is an absolute necessity for life. Your muscles can't work, your nerves can't work unless they have enough sodium. So why are we told not to eat any sodium? The average kidney can handle 45 grams of salt a day. And that would mean you could live on salt pork every day, and your kidney could get rid of all the extra salt and it wouldn't be a problem. The sodium becomes a problem when you don't have enough potassium, because in the kidney it's a sodium-potassium exchange. So when you don't have adequate potassium, you hold on to the sodium, and what that does is causes your blood volume to go up and can cause your blood pressure to go up. Some people are very sensitive to sodium, and even if they get enough potassium, their blood pressure will go up with the extra sodium. But that's only about 4% of the population, very small quantity. Most of us can handle all the sodium we need as long as we get enough potassium. So, how do we get enough potassium? Potassium is difficult. It's hard to get an adequate amount, because you can't take pills with potassium in them very well, because potassium causes irritation to the stomach and the lining of the bowels. So, and you can't get it IV for the same reason. It causes irritation to the veins, and can actually, if you get too much of it, can cause the heart to stop. So we're very limited in how we can get potassium in. But eating a large supply of fruits and vegetables, all fruits and all vegetables have potassium in them. Some, of course, more than others. We all have heard about bananas, for example, having a lot of potassium, or melons. Yes, bananas and melons have a lot of extra potassium, but it's not so much the one banana that we had or the one melon that we had that gives us our potassium, but our daily habits, every single day, having an adequate amount of fresh fruits and vegetables will give us an adequate supply of potassium, and then our sodium worries are over. You don't have to worry about eating too much sodium.